Facebook is trying to make a shift to attract younger audiences. Can you believe that?
This episode is brought to you by SocialGenius. That's where Jeff and I get to actually teach you what to do on social and how to grow it. Jeff, why should people join?
You know, if you are the type of professional that wants to do it yourself, and maybe your budget's a little bit lighter and you can't afford to hire somebody to do all the editing, do the fancy stuff for you, we're going to teach you how to do all this stuff. And the truth is, most of these social platforms are not favoring authenticity. So it's shooting these green screens and doing remixes and understanding what's trending. Those are the things that matter the most to your social strategy. And so if you like to be inside of a tight culture of people that are like-minded and want to do it themselves, then SocialGenius is perfect for you.
We'll see you there. You'll never find it for less than this anywhere else. It's very inexpensive. We'll see you on the other side.
Tristan, did you hear that Facebook, which, by the way, is the retirement home of social media apps, aka where all the boomers hang out, is trying to make a shift to attract younger audiences? Can you believe that?
That's, I mean, it makes sense, right? They've tried, remember that app they had called Lasso when they were trying to compete against TikTok? Initially, I totally forgot about that until you brought up the boomer thing. I think you made me laugh internally when you said that. And I feel like Facebook's like Cheers. You know, you go to that familiar bar, everyone knows you, so you keep showing up. And I think Facebook's like, okay, guys, let's change this up and focus on the next generation, or we're going to be dead in about 10 years.
Yeah.
And I like that, man. I like that. Here are a few things they're going to be going after they looked at where most of the young people they have are hanging out. And they just posted this last week. If you're watching, I will show you on my screen. If you're not watching, don't worry about it. I'm going to read it out to you.
And if you're not watching, you won't see the greatest t-shirt that I have on today as well.
That's right. We're not even going to say what cartoon it is, but it's
right.
Good. It's good. It's good. All right. This is from Meta. Came out last week. We're in the beginning of June, so June 10th-ish. And you can see here, it's a graphic they put together on where the young people on Facebook are hanging out. And there are 5 sections here. I'm going to read you all 5 really quick. It says 3-year high for young adults on Facebook. Over 40 million young adults ages 18 through 29 in the United States and Canada are daily active users. And this number is the highest in 3 years. Okay, cool. Interesting. Next, among surveyed apps, Facebook is a preferred social media app for communities among United States adults. I mean, that's no surprise. I mean, what else is there, right? That makes sense. 1 in 4 young adults daily active users in the United States and Canada use Marketplace. Oh, interesting. I like that. And they're up 20%. It says Facebook dating is continuing to see steady and strong daily active user growth. And it is up 20% year over year with young adults in the United States and Canada. I want to pause there. Jeff, what do you think of that, dude?
I was not even privy to it because I'm happily married. So I didn't even know it existed, to be honest with you.
That's pretty cool, dude.
Yeah, I think it's smart. I think it's smart. I think I again, I'm out of that world. I'm out of that game. So I don't really know how many people still do dating sites, but I know that through, COVID really, I think, boosted that business and that outlet for meeting people. And so I think the younger generations, based upon what we're going to continue to talk about today, it just validates that that's a really smart move on Facebook's part.
I think so, man. And I think they're 1 to 2 viral, like mega viral posts from blowing this up. This is actually really good because they have, look at this. This is the last stat. 1.8 billion users engage in Facebook groups every month. And that number hasn't slowed down. In fact, it's picked up dramatically. 1 out of every 4 to 5 posts on Facebook is a Facebook group you belong to that pops up on your feed, because I know that's where people, specifically younger people, gravitate to. Now I'm actually trying to see on my, I'll see if I can find it live, just for those younger people that are listening in. Dude, I had no idea that Facebook, let me go to my main Facebook page. I'm assuming it's going to be in the section where I have all the drop downs, but for dating, let's take a look where it would be. I don't see it. It says video recently play video games. I forgot we could play video games here, man. MetaQuest, Messenger Kids, gaming video. I think they just removed it from a certain age group. I think, Jeff, you and I, we're so old, they're like, you know what? Let's just remove it. Because I don't see it, man.
There's no hope for them.
That's so funny. Yeah, that's funny. Anyway, I think that's such a smart move on Facebook to start focusing on that, because they know they lost that game.
It's on my mobile. See it?
Oh yeah. I'm gonna look right now. Where'd you go on that one? Just regular.
I just went to my.
There it is.
Yep, you got it.
Yeah, you go to your main profile. It says, welcome to Facebook dating. New ways to date, 100% free. Privacy first, get started.
Yeah, I'm not going to get started.
No,
I don't need to.
You'll get hit up.
I don't need to get myself in trouble. Honey, it was for a podcast. It was for a podcast. Believe me.
That's not going to work. I'm not going to believe it, Jeff.
I'm going to call Tristan. Tristan made me do it.
That's funny. I'll be like, I'll be in trouble too, dude. I don't even want to. She'll make me in trouble. That's the best. That's the best. Anyway, I think it's a smart move. Groups. So here are some things we can learn from this. Since they can't keep up with Reels, even though Facebook Reels and Instagram Reels are doing pretty well, they just can't keep up with YouTube or TikTok. So they're realizing that they're going to double down on what's working for them. Facebook groups, amazing communities, right? 1.8 billion users. That's crazy. And then dating, and they're going to expand on those things with AI. So they're going to be targeting the right people, the right communities with AI, bringing them back. And then I don't know if you've tried the AI features on Facebook, but they're not bad, man. They're not bad at all. They're not like ChatGPT, but it doesn't do a bad job. It gives you good data, creates good images. It's fun, and it's free, and it's at the top of the search bar for everyone. So those are some things they're going to be focusing on. It's the future of Facebook based on what they're saying, mostly on young adults and AI, and I'm assuming some creator. Go ahead.
This is good news, I think, for the older generations that might give you hope that Facebook's going to stay relevant. I still think Zuckerberg needs to listen to our podcast and take our advice. And one of the pieces of advice that I would give, Tristan, is what is every platform's ultimate goal? To keep the user on the platform, right? So why would they suppress somebody posting a TikTok video on Facebook when in reality it's keeping them from leaving to go to TikTok because the TikTok content's now on Facebook? Like, they should actually, I think Facebook should run a campaign saying, hey, take your videos from every other platform and post them to Facebook, and we're going to make sure it gets a lot of visibility. Almost like saying, like, it's like, don't put a link, but post the video. We don't care if there's a watermark. Like, that would be like something completely profound and outside of what everybody's gotten used to. And I think it would pull more people over to Facebook, because now they would feel like, I don't have to go to TikTok to watch TikTok because people can post them on Facebook and it's rewarded. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. Why doesn't anybody smart enough to think like that? Or why am I wrong, I guess, would be maybe another way to ask the question.
No, I think you're right, man. I think a lot of people want to keep their own social outlets unique to them with organic content. But I think when you're playing a catch-up game like Facebook and Instagram, why don't you just join them and invite everyone to post from everywhere directly to you? You don't. they would own the waves. It's like, oh yeah, you created that on TikTok, post it up Facebook, YouTube, I don't care
Yeah.
where. Snapchat, bring it in.
Yeah.
YouTube, just drop it in.
I mean, it's a hack, a shortcut for Facebook to not have to improve its technology. Go use the technology on the other platforms and bring it over to mine, you know?
That's funny.
I
That's
don't know.
funny. I like that. All right. Next, you've been
Yeah,
uh you've been reading something, a
yeah,
study of
it's
consumers. Tell me.
along the same wavelength here. So it's a headline also from this past week that says the study shows young consumers. This isn't new news, but I think it's something that we need to continue to talk about because if you guys follow us, you know that we're talking a lot about the consumer habits of the younger generations, how to market to them, how to get their attention. If you're in the real estate business, which most of you are, you know that the next boom coming is going to be buyers that are Gen Z primarily, maybe young millennials. And it's important to understand where these people are living. And I think, Tristan, more than anything, the data from this article really just drives that point home. Because what you're seeing here is a graph that says younger generations are more likely to use social media search versus Google.
Mhm.
And that's where it's going. And so it's if you don't want to believe us, you don't want to embrace social, but this is the stuff where it's just telling you that this is where that consumer is going to find who they want to work with or what product they want to buy. And there's another graph down here that talks about specifically topics searched for by the generations and what percentage of it is Google versus TikTok versus Instagram.
Yeah, I love that graph. That graph's actually my favorite one. If you want to zoom in, it reverses as it gets lower. So for those of you listening, what happens is if you look at TikTok, with TikTok, they primarily have the younger users, so Gen Z, looking up things like fashion, beauty, quick food, like recipes, or gifting, anything along those lines. But when you're looking at Google, that percentage dramatically increases and beats out everyone when they're looking at bigger purchases, as well as they say places to go and professional services. So it doesn't even compete in comparison. So I love seeing that comparison because I think TikTok is the quick hit. Like, let me find something that's relevant right now, like a quick gift, right?
Yep.
I want to get in shape really quick. What do I do, right? Who do I follow? And versus something that requires a lot more time to dig through, a lot more of a commitment is going to go to Google. And
Yeah.
for me, dude, look at Instagram. Instagram is just pretty much sucky and stuck right in the middle. I'm not saying
Yeah,
don't
but
use it,
but I
but
think
in
it's
comparison.
by comparison, yeah. But I think when you look at this, like your train of thought is Google still dominates, but I look at this and say yes. However, I have a feeling these numbers are only going to continue to increase over the next probably 5 years.
That's true. So keep an eye on that. I love
But
this
but
graph.
also I think Tristan, it's important to point out that, and we've talked about this before, when people do search brands and products on Google, what is dominating the Google search now?
Video and short video, long
And
video.
just social, like have it's got. I don't think the days are gone where you have to be an effective blogger in order to dominate Google. But I think, as you and I have proven, that a strong social presence, a very consistent social presence, which is the same concept as consistent blogging, is just as rewarded on Google searches as words and blog posts. And I think there's still a really good combination of the two that you need to have in order to really dominate Google. But just executing consistently on social will raise you up on Google searches and potentially allow you to dominate whatever it is niche you're going after in your particular market.
Yeah, I agree. I think this is why we have to worry a little bit more or think of a little bit more the copy that we write into the description and and then the copy that we have at the top or the bottom, wherever you put on that video, right? That's so important because now that it's being searchable, it's becoming a thing, right? So no more just hashtags. It's like in that first sentence of the description, tell me what this is about and what it's relevant to.
Yeah. That's a great point. And that's a great reminder to everyone that Hashtags are primarily search terms within the apps. Captions serve as SEO so that Google knows where to place you, so that when people are typing in search terms, search phrases, that's how you can show up. And that's why when you are posting on social, don't be lazy. Give the post a caption, some context, because that's probably the most important reason why is SEO.
That's it, man. That's it. I like it. Those are two important things. I like where we're heading. I really do. Jeff, last thing, what are you focused on this week when it comes to social media? Anything comes out?
Well, as far as content is concerned, actually, I'm
Huh.
working on a video that I'm going to put together that displays my very first Facebook Live video ever, and it's going to have it's got an counter in it, and and honestly, I'm doing it as inspiration to say, look, you're all going to suck. Let me show you how bad I sucked. Watch this, and I'm not going to play the whole thing because it was a 6-minute video, but I'm going to play like a portion of it, and hopefully inspire some people to say, you know what, gosh, yeah, that was bad. So if he was that bad and he's gotten this good, I can do the same thing. That's kind of the idea. That's my goal with it.
What year was that? You remember?
2016, I think.
Yeah, same with mine. Mine was like either October or November.
Yeah.
But I remember the first video, and it was short, and it was like, oh, that was cool. I was like,
mine was actually painfully long, 6 minutes, but yeah, I didn't know what I was doing, and you can hear how nervous I was. It was
oh,
it's pretty interesting to watch.
I want to
And
watch that. I want to
yeah,
watch that. I like it. I'm working on uh, creating a deeper niche into real estate, as some of the real estate videos I've been doing have been blowing up. So now I'm going to go and see, hey, why are they doing so well on Instagram? And then why are only some of them doing so well on TikTok? Obviously trying to remove chance, right? But that's what I'm between, trying to see why. Captioning at the top, right? Or maybe what I'm saying specifically to the TikTok audience versus what I'm not. So that's all I'm focused on this week
very cool.
for social.
And that reminds me too. Let me give you, I'll put this out to the world. I'm starting this week by one of the companies I'm contracted with. I do a lot of group coaching, but I'm now starting private one-on-ones, and I'm doing 30-minute one-on-ones. I only offer up 4 per month, and I've already extended that because of the demand. But I was thinking about recording those one-on-ones and taking my favorite ones and creating a YouTube channel that is just like these social audits, so people can kind of go through and listen and watch. And what do you think about that idea? And I'm asking you, Tristan, but I'm asking our audience, if you're listening to this, what do you think about that? Would you subscribe and watch those? What are your thoughts?
Dude, 100% do it. Do it. Obviously, if they're okay with it, which I don't think why they wouldn't
I'll get
be.
their permission, of course.
It'd
Yeah.
be like, look, instead of this amount, you're only paying this amount, but I have to
No,
play
these
every.
are free. These are free audits. So they're
Oh,
free 30-minute audits that I off. Yeah, that's why I keep a limited number to obviously control my time. But yeah.
then yes. Then that's the reason you do it free. Say,
Yeah.
have that tie-in.
Yeah.
I'll watch them, dude. I'll be like, dude, I'll send people to you. I'm like, look, this is what Jeff said. Pay attention. I like it, dude. Good job. Do it. Do it. Do it.
All right. Well, there you go. Episode 153 is in the books. If this isn't your validation that this is something you need to really be paying close attention to, I don't think we could slap the sense into you if we haven't hit you yet. So see you, buddy.
Thanks, guys. Bye.